Paul Martin, the man who would be Prime Minister if it wasn't for that dink Kretzia. Look, I don't know what's up with the damn election. I've been asking the Prime Minister. Sheila Copps has been asking the Prime Minister. Herb Gray has been asking the Prime Minister. He won't tell us anything. So stop calling me. No, you can't put one of your election signs on my lawn, Mr. Clark. I wish Jean would tell me what's up with the election.
Oui, hello.
Yeah, Jean, what's up?
Nothing's pa. Just watching like the games, having a bud. What's up with you?
Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud.
True. What's up?
Yo, who's that?
Sheila Cop. Yo, Sheila, pick up the telephone.
Hello?
What's up?
What's up?
Yo, where's Herb Gray?
Yo, Herb.
Yo.
What's up? What's up? Hold on. We hello.
Joe Clark here. What is up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What is up? Yes, indeed.
So, what's up, Jean?
Look, pause. I still have not decided when I am called the election.
Oh, shoot.
The Liberal Party. We know what's up.
What's up?
And now it's the Scot with strong views on stories in the news. It's Jock McFile with Get Stuffed.
Well, now, there's all kinds of objections to Mount Logan in the Yukon being renamed for Pierre Trudeau. At 18,000 feet, it's Canada's highest mountain, and 9 Canadian prime ministers have mountains named after them, their heights reflecting their popularity. I can't wait for the naming of the Mulrooney mine shaft. An Ontario woman drove home from an office party with twice the legal level of alcohol in her blood and was seriously injured in an accident. Now she's suing her employers for $2 million for allowing her to drive home in that state. If only I'd known. The time those spoons fell out of my sporran, jammed in my bicycle, sending me over my handlebars and into hospital. I could have sued the hotel for allowing me to steal the spoons. Now, Quebec has always had its language police. Now it's got its language terrorists. Le Brigade d'Autodéfense du Français, the BAF. Police believe they're behind the arson attacks on the Second Cup because the coffeehouse chain is part of a creeping anglicization of Montreal. Are they afraid the French language will be wiped out in a flood of cappuccino lightly sprinkled with cinnamon? And by English muffins rammed down French-speaking throats? Boys, if you had to set fire to coffee houses to save your language, maybe you're already too late. Here's some advice for those BAF guys. Get a BAF in life. Well, Mike Harris has sent checks out for $200 to Ontario voters. I mean, what can $200 buy you today, apart from a vote? But it'll come in handy for cab fare when you're sent from hospital to hospital to hospital. Air Canada has warned that profits will be down. The cost of home delivery of lost luggage has soared. Harry Williams of Forest, Ontario, won the first prize at the Pumpkin Fest at Port Elgin with a pumpkin weighing nearly 1,000 pounds. Hey, He's going to haul it out, tow it to Toronto, and sell it as a $500,000 townhouse. Montrealer Ben Weeder from the family that makes barbells is getting the French Légion d'honneur for establishing that Napoleon was poisoned. His next project, to prove that Sir John A. Macdonald was assassinated by Johnny Walker. And from Newfoundland, a company called Operation Online was offered a $10 million federal grant as long as they moved their offices from St. John's to the town of Grand Falls. Now, George Baker, the Minister of Veteran Affairs, is the man in Cabinet in charge of Newfoundland affairs. And guess which town is in his riding? All together now! Grand Falls! Ah, you're stuffed.
How's it going, Bernie?
Oh, great, Skip.
No, Bernie, this time of year is just perfect for sports fans.
Yeah, yep. You turn on the game one night in October, by the time the final buzzer goes, it's spring.
I do not know how we made it through the winter, BC.
BC?
Before cable.
For me, nothing beats hockey.
So what do you make of that McSorley case?
Marty's gonna be okay. I hear he's going to New Jersey.
The Devils.
The Sopranos.
You watch much of the Olympics?
Nah, I figured if it ain't listed on Proline, it ain't a real sport.
CFL playoffs are coming up.
You know, Skip, I've been thinking.
That's dangerous, Bernie.
No, I'm serious. You ever think we might be watching too much sports?
Is that possible?
Look at all the hours we spend stretched out on the couch or on these bar stools, soaking up the beer and pretzels and mindlessly staring at a TV screen showing drug-enhanced athletes performing at levels so far beyond our wildest dreams, we can't even relate to them as normal human beings. We should be doing something to improve ourselves, like reading or exercise or spending time with the family. Maybe we should be doing something productive with our lives other than watching sports on TV. Nah.
This is CTV Newsnet, where you find good news, not like that junk on News World. I'm Leslie Jones. Yugoslavia is still in transition to democracy. Joining me now is Slabodan Milosevic. Slobodan Milosevic. Slippy Shlom. The former leader of Yugoslavia.
You want fries with that, huh?
Hello, Slobodan.
Greeting. It's nice to be on CTV News Nuts.
Sloppy, why are you working at Belgrade's McDonald's?
Leslie, when I was Yugoslav leader, I was making 200 million dinars a year, plus all I could steal. Now I can barely afford to pay my private assassins.
Your resignation ended your 13 years of rule that brought 4 wars, a NATO bombing campaign, and a war crimes indictment.
Not bad for a poor kid from Belgrade, huh?
Well, what do you see as your future in your country's politics?
I'm thinking of starting my own web page.
Web page?
Oh, the internet is the way to go. I'm going to open an e-tyrant business. You can contact me at www.slobodanthebutcheronline.com.
One final question. How do you respond to those who say you're a dangerous man who should not be in politics?
Oh, does not stop George W. Bush.
Leslie Jones.
You want fries with your double bacon cheese? You clear here? I got it. Guess what I got in the mail the other day? My Victoria's Secret catalog. I also got this. My firearms license. You got yours yet?
Oh, yeah. I already ordered these black mesh stockings.
Your license?
Nah, haven't even applied. Guess it would help if I could read.
Well, you better hurry. You can save $50 on your possession-only license, but only until October 15th.
Really?
Yeah. Law says you got to have a license by the end of the year, and you can't get any ammunition without it.
Gee, without ammunition, I can't get drunk and go into the forest and accidentally shoot my buddies. I better reply fast.
Oh, yeah.
So, you ready?
Okay.
All right, everybody, please, give me all your money and nobody gets hurt. And make it fast. I only got until October 15th.
Chicken Cannon News.
Greetings, civilians. I'm Colonel Stacy. Some of my close friends call me Teresa. In Walkerton, a 350-page report has just been released. It claims contamination was caused by surface water bearing cattle manure. To prevent a recurrence, it recommends government immediately upgrade water treatment procedures, or at the very least, equip each cow with a cork. There are allegations that Secretary of State for Multiculturalism, Hetty Fry, has a website with direct links to pornographic sites like Horny Housewives, Twink Studs, Huge Knocking Boobs, and the NDP homepage. Ms. Fry immediately denied the allegation, saying she's never been linked with the NDP homepage. In Yugoslavia, Vojislav Kostunica has officially replaced Slobodan Milosevic as president. Throughout the political upheaval, observers from around the world agree on one thing. Yugoslavian politicians have eye charts for names. In the wake of events in Yugoslavia, 2 Alberta men held there on terrorism charges have been released. At first, authorities said they were reluctant to release the men, but then said knowing they had to return to a province governed by Ralph Klein was punishment enough. In his new memoirs, Boris Yeltsin admits his love for alcohol. The Russian president says he knew he had a problem when during a state dinner he appointed his liver as the new head of the KGB. The man who invented the computer chip has been awarded the Nobel Physics Prize. He was unable to email his acceptance because his computer locked up. There is a proposal to rename Yukon's Mount Logan after Pierre Trudeau. The plan calls for a Mount Rushmore-style alteration to reflect the personality of the late Prime Minister. We'll be back with more after this.
Stockwell Day. Got milk?
An Ontario convict has been asked to be transferred to a federal prison because the health care is better there. Mike Harris found out about this and now wants all ambulances redirected from overcrowded hospitals to Kingston Penitentiary. Harrison McCain, founder of McCain's Foods, is recovering from a heart attack. He's just been transferred from a hospital in Regina to the frozen food section of Safeway. In the U.S., presidential candidates George W. Bush and Al Gore are almost even in the polls. After their latest debate, here are the results of our Chicken Cannon survey. 10% say Bush won the debate, 11% say Gore won the debate, and an overwhelming 79% said those guys are so boring they should be in Canadian politics. Now it's time to salute our newsmaker of the week. Our target is Slobodan Milosevic. No cannon below us. Our ammunition, rotten eggs. Rotten tomatoes, in honor of his regime. Cocoa Puffs because he is cuckoo. Some fresh ground weasel bits. Some scum. Scarios. A healthy serving of snake helper. And in the spirit of Stockwell Day and the Prime Minister, chocolate milk and pie. And when ready, Slavy, you've never looked better. The chicken cannon. Someday all democracies will have one. Well done. Well done, Denise.
Tonight on Undercurrents. Are baseballs being battered for the sole purpose of entertainment? Is drinking Coca-Cola affecting breastfeeding polar bears? Hello, and welcome to Undercurrents, the show that asks questions even I don't care about. One issue that is overwhelming society today is that of garbage. No, I'm not talking about the new fall lineup on Fox TV. I'm speaking about the refuse from our technology-dominated culture. Joining me is an expert on garbage, the enigmatic mayor of Toronto, Mel Assman.
Wendy, you are the best host in the world!
Mr. Mayor, is the urban garbage crisis a direct consequence of our modern social order outgrowing its infrastructure?
I'm not sure about that, Wendy, but I do know this. Toronto makes the best beer in the world!
Right. Mayor, what has caused the present crisis?
For years, our garbage has been dumped into a few limited sites, and now Toronto is full of it.
I totally agree. What about alternate sites?
We considered loading our garbage onto rocket ships and launching it to the sun, but we couldn't find anyone willing to drive the rocket and wear those orange coveralls with the big yellow X on the back. Best garbage in the world!
And now you are going to send Toronto's garbage to Kirkland Lake.
Yeah, isn't that great, Wendy? Our garbage gets a nice train ride, sees some swell scenery, takes a few pictures, maybe stop off in North Bay and dump some on Mike Harris's lawn.
Is it fair to drop your problems in another city?
Wendy, you have to look at it from Toronto's perspective.
Which is?
We don't give a damn.
Well, how's this for an idea? Keep the garbage in Toronto and send Mel Assman to Kirkland Lake.
Hey, Wendy, you want to buy a plastic moose? You can call it Wendy Moosely.
And that's it for Undercurrents.
Best moose in the world! Best stock in the world!
I'm a private eye in Ottawa. There was a strange air in the city. Either there was a new bath lotion on the market or the sewers were backing up again. But there was something else hanging in the air. Would Chrétien go for a fall election? So I listened to the sounds coming from the city. Stockwell Day getting caught in the zipper of his wetsuit. You could also hear...
It's mine. It is mine. Mine. No, it's mine. No, it's mine.
an Air Canada plane and a Canadian plane trying to land on the same runway. And then another sound.
Bless you, madam. Thank you, sir.
An NDP fundraiser. There's two women in Ottawa you call madam. One is the Governor General, Adrienne Clarkson, and the other is Boom Boom Boissonneau. They called her the civil servant because the cops could find no evidence that she worked for a living.
Well, I think the Liberals will go for the spring with a new leader, a dark horse.
Which end of the horse will we get this time?
A leader who'll let the chips fall where they may.
Not that end again. The one I had to talk to was a guy they referred to as Deep Throat, because he liked swallowing whole, 4-foot-long kielbasa sausages. Your nickname is Alberta. Why do they call you that?
Because I don't look after my health.
When's the election going to be?
November 27th.
I know, because I've been going through their garbage. The Liberals threw out 6 dumpsters full of copies of their Little Bed Rook.
The Little Red Book.
That's what I said, the Little Bed Rook.
But the Liberals have handed out those little red books at every election. Why would they throw it out now?
Because it's full of broken promises and they're shared skitless.
I felt I was at the end of my tether. That happens when you buy your shorts at Kmart. When suddenly I got cornered by Brian Tobin, the Premier of Newfoundland.
Now, don't get me wrong. If our beloved Prime Minister Jean Chrétien wants to stay, I am behind him all the way, the power-hungry bastard. But if he should decide to stand down, and tomorrow wouldn't be a day too soon, I would allow my name to be put forward.
Mr. Tobin, you sound like a backstabbing, double-dealing, backroom influence peddler.
Exactly. I would make a perfect Prime Minister.
It's not easy being a dick in Ottawa. The city is so damn full of them.